Presentations, Refining Model and Views, Part 3. So picking up where we left off was 2203. Do a Save As. We're at 2204. Okay, another Save As, 2204 complete, and then we save that. Okay, so we're refining again. This really can't fit into any particular heading. What we're doing is we're getting our views on the sheets, we're getting our naming done, we're getting our view control done, a lot of different things all at once. It's really just refining the model and the views. There's no better name for it that I could find anyway. So far we've got our cover sheet, live 3D views, we've got our floor plans existing in demo, we've got a floor plan proposed, we have a section, we have roof details, and we have a floor finishes plan. I'd like to refine this one. We did a bit of work on it, but let's just zoom in. We're going to right click, activate view. I want to get rid of this area. I'm going to click on delete. Good. Let's just click on that boundary line, divide that across, and we'll be moving that over like that. I'm going to add in another area right here. So this is just an area. Hit escape. And we'll call this one carpet. Now, we may even want to get a little bit more refined with this. So if we go to our area boundary line, we can just draw even maybe the hardwood extends out onto the threshold a bit, and we could split that, escape twice, trim, just trimming that up. I'm just going to right click, go to recent commands, and area boundary line. Okay, maybe that's going to be some hardwood as well. We can trim that. TR for trim, pick the corners. Okay, so we can right click, deactivate the view. So now it's just a little bit more realistic to what we're working on. Then the floor finish schedule for floor 1. We're just going to go in there. I'm going to go into that and just edit the unit cost for the carpet. And we'll put it real cheap, $2 per square foot. And now we have our total cost. So let's save that. Now, just going back, tracking a little bit here to A103 floor plans existing. This one here is called top of finish floor 1, and it's not the best name. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete it off the sheet. We're going to make a copy. In existing, top of finish floor 1, right click, duplicate view, duplicate with detailing, click on it, F2, and we're going to call this one floor plan existing. Okay, now we go back to our sheet. We drag and drop floor plan existing. Okay, now things are a little bit nicer. I want to just move that over a little bit. Find once you get to sheet, sometimes using the nudge feature, which is just the arrow keys on your keyboard, really helps. Okay, and we have a little bit of space, so I could click on both of those and maybe nudge them down just so they're centered. Okay, and let's just recap our live 3D views. I think 2 will be fine, just an exterior and an interior. And what we'll do is on our cover sheet, maybe we'll do some sort of almost a bird's eye site plan. Okay, so let's just make these a little bit bigger. We'll maximize them. So I'm going to move them down in anticipation of that. I'm going to click on size crop. Let's go with 6 inches and just see how that works. And of course, you want to click on scale, locked proportions. Okay, and then this one here, size crop. Let's go with 5 inches, scale, okay. Okay, so this one might have to come a little bit lower. Let's go 4.5 inches. I think we could go 5 inches. Scale again. You always have to hit scale or else it won't change the actual size. It'll just change your view. Okay, so we can move these view titles. Okay, let's just keep tweaking those a little bit more. Say 5.5 and move that over a little bit, nudging This one here, looks like we can probably squeeze, a 5.5 out of that as well, scale. No, let's click on maybe 5.25 scale. Okay, that's about as good as we can get. What about these view titles? They don't really look like the same font that we've been using. Well, that's because we actually made a viewport type in our settings, and we need to just apply that to these views. So let's just click on those two views, and we're going to say those are a viewport 2. And then you'll see here's the view title that we made. Okay. We can do that with all of our views. So we can say those were viewport 2, proposed. I'm going to call that viewport 2 as well. Okay, section. Let's call that viewport 2. Roof details, also viewport 2. And because they're a little bit bigger, we want to just refine that. You can see that they're saying, where did this view come from and where is it? Okay, floor finishes, and that will be it. Viewport 2. And we'll save that. Okay, so we have some renderings to do and some site plans. We're going to go to View, close it in Windows, just save that. We can close that down.